94.3.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishikay.
Radio One.
Wednesday edition Talking Finance with Saurabh Mittal. How are you, Saurabh?
Very good, Rishi.
Saurabh, interesting episodes the last couple of days on algorithmic trading and, of course, the debt saga. Today, let's come down to brass tacks. The breakup of home loan EMIs and how we can maximize deduction if we study that very carefully.
Yeah. So generally, January, February, March is the time when we are really worried about tax. So it's really that time of the year where our listeners are concerned about tax-saving investments. We are also anticipating new changes in the budget 2020, which is going to be presented soon. It is prudent to take a look at the deductions on repayment of home loan, which are already available for us. Just for our knowledge, for a salaried individual in the highest tax bracket of 31.2%, which is due to including cess, but just excluding the surcharge in this case, you can reduce your tax outgo by as much as 1.56 lakh rupees by claiming all the deductions available against repayment of home loan.
Could you talk about the EMI in the most basic form of deduction available today, Saurabh?
Yeah, so these are very old deductions which have been available since quite some time. So first, let me talk about EMI. The full form of EMI is equated monthly installment, and for a home loan it has two components. In fact, for any loan it has two components, which is the principal repayment and the interest repayment, which qualify for separate deductions. So under section 80C, one can claim a deduction of rupees 1.5 lakh on repayment of principal component. Now you can determine this breakup of principal interest component in a provisional loan breakup statement, which is provided at the beginning of the year by your bank.
Fair enough. And now deduction on interest base.
Yeah. So there are different sections under which you can claim deductions for interest component. The first section is under section 24B. A person can claim a deduction of rupees 2 lakh rupees. In this case, there are no restrictions related to the amount of loan taken or the value of the property. Apart from this, there is also a deduction under section 80EEA, which was introduced in Finance Bill 2019. In this case, if one doesn't exhaust the entire interest payment component by claiming deduction under section 24B, then he or she can claim deduction for the remaining interest paid under 80EA, provided certain conditions are fulfilled. One of those conditions are the loan have been sanctioned during financial year 20, that stamp duty value of the house should not be more than rupees 45 lakhs, and one should not own any other residential house on the date of sanction of loan.
So you're saying one can claim up to $1.5 lakh under the section 80EEA,
right?
Yeah?
Which is true. So apart from 24B, 1.5 lakh rupees under 80EA. So the maximum amount that can be claimed as a deduction against interest payment on home loans could be 3.5 lakh rupees.
What's your recommendation, Saurabh?
So while there is no lock-in period for deduction claimed against interest payment under section 24B or 80EA, there is a specific in section 80C which stipulates that if a person sells his house within the 5 years from the date of purchase or date of possession, the deduction claimed on principal repayment in these previous year will get revoked. In this case, all such deductions claimed will be clubbed with your income in the year of sale of taxation. So you have to make sure that you keep the property for 5 years.
Fair enough. Your quotable quote, Saurabh?
So it's a great quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "For every benefit you receive, a tax is levied."
Sorry, before you go, where can people reach out to you if they want to invest, please?
So you can put a mail to me. My email address is saurabh@cwa.co.in. Also, I'm available on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Saurabh S. Mittal.